All right, let's try this again. Something happened to the live. Let's start this all again. Right. At this present moment, we're in a bit of an unusual, interesting place. At this present moment, we're playing with a market structure that, I mean, it looks extremely heavy in this situation right now. It looks unbelievably heavy, and we have to play as such. To be honest, we're in a weird place, and I just I just feel like that we have more downside movement than up. Like this move that we're doing right now looks wholeheartedly it looks wholeheartedly uh, like a small relief rally. I mean, what the world is currently dealing with and what's actually happening. Yeah, there's a problem that we have to face, and and it's gonna be. I mean, the fact that America is looking to to do everything in its power to try and sort out the issues in Japan shows that there's a serious problem that they need to deal with. And yeah, that's the scenario where we are right now. We have to play the hand that's given to us, and that hand is not looking too hot at this present moment. It's looking a bit it's looking a bit heke heke is the best way to put it. We'll see. We'll see what the situation holds and what's going to be happening very very soon. But right now we're in a bit of a weird place, and that weird place is yeah, that weird place is an area where we have to be very very careful. That's all I will say. Because look, we have to we have to manage our risk cleanly at this present moment. And if we look at total, we have a clear rejection, a clear rejection of the previous high. And if it cannot get above, let's just be clear here. Hi, hello, Ambassador. If it cannot get above the 2.97, this thing is going down. And it's gonna go down hard. This is what I can see. Today I've been back-to-back meetings everywhere, so I haven't been able to fully ascertain the market structure. But it doesn't look great. That's all I'm gonna say. It really doesn't look great. One second, let me check something on my settings, just to be sure everything is all al pastor. Al pastor, is it looking pastor here? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So let's see. Let's see if this. Elamim Coinly, how you doing? Um, if this, if total cannot get above this level here, in fact, that's a bit unfair. It's there, right? If it cannot get above that level, oof, it's not going to be good. That's what I will say. It's important. If it can get above the 2.97, then I'll consider longing this. But at this present moment, what we're seeing here is a yeah. It hasn't been able to break trend yet, so we're waiting on this scenario at this present moment. So if I was to hello Cryptus, if I was to by the way, Cryptus, does it work? Does Kick work? Can you check? It should work now. It should work now if you can check Kick. What's this? One second. No, I haven't been able to get my TikTok account back. It's the hacker is after me. So he's the one that did it. And after finding out what the lack of human interaction on TikTok, that's why he can get away with everything. he basically has carte blanche to do whatever he wants to, and he's probably in this chat right now. To be honest, he's in a lot of groups, and he's just there trying to do it. But it seems like it's another KOL. That's the craziest part of all this. The person that is banning and blocking other influencers is another influencer. And if there's anyone out there that's good with internet type of things, if you know what I mean, I know exactly where he lives. We were able to find out his IP address. So if anyone has that, let me know, bruv. Yeah, so there's that kind of thing. So right now, yeah, we're at this present moment. It needs to, it desperately needs to get above the 2.97. If it doesn't, this is the only direction this is going is down, right? And I mean, we've had a bit of a pullback in the Japanese 10-year bonds, and if we look at the yen, where is the yen at the moment? What's the yen up to? I mean, so look, the situation that we're dealing with at this present moment, right? And this is what we have to be very, very careful to manage very, very carefully. I mean, if you guys saw my video on Insta, right? Because I'm on Insta now, because you guys should follow me there, by the way. It's on the links below. I'm gonna be doing my short form there. TikTok is just it's so easy to be manipulated by these people and extortion artists. It's insane. Not to say that Instagram isn't, but at least there's someone I can talk to. What was I saying is this. The issue with Japan, and a lot of people are downgrading the instability that can create. Right now, the USA has done a package to try and stabilize its currency, and it's seeing a problem. Look, think of it this way, right? The USA would not do something on that level. This is a country intervention into their financial system, right? It shows how unbelievably connected the two is, and the fact that the USA has to do this intervention into their economy to try and bolster their currency, and at the same time try to provide growth, right, is so important. It's out of this world, right? Because if they lose the end of that string and it starts to accelerate out, everything is going to disappear into nothing. Like, it literally into nothing. It will be a pure black swan event. Now, I'm not saying that the USA will not be able to solve that, right? I'm not saying that's not possible, because USA has the unlimited amount of money to play with, but that money that they'll need to play with is just going to be it's just going to be inflationary and add to the debt, which will then affect yields and affect a whole bunch of other things. Also, I would highly look at gold and silver at this present moment, because if the USA is, even though it's having a bit of a pullback, but that doesn't matter, that's more of a consolidation. If the USA is doing things like that, they're intervening into the economy and everything else, it's going to absolutely annihilate the dollar, as we see here. It's going to absolutely annihilate the dollar. Look at that. It's vertical dive that's going on. Now, I would say short term, I would not be surprised if the stock market would not rally off top of that. Yeah, of course. Because now what's going on is that there is a desperate need to run away from the dollar. Desperate, because it's a complete destruction of the value of the dollar. Because what they're doing, what the US government is doing at this present moment, is selling the dollar to buy the yen to stabilize the economy and the currency. So this is going to be an absolute nosedive. Now, this could help crypto. It could. But I'm at this notion at this present moment that unless we see a clear break of structure, we follow the trend, and the trend is down. We need to see a clear break of structure. It tried to and got rejected hard, right? If we don't see that, the trend is your friend until it's broken. And at this present moment, it is not broken. Will crypto recover soon or not? As I said, Fefe, appreciate you being here, man. 2.97. If the total market cap can break above 2.97, we've had one strong rejection, and more importantly, right? I know we're in the hour. Yeah, I mean, like on the hour, we've had one large rejection, and then on top of that, we're now sitting on a lower high. It ain't looking good, Brev. That's all I'm gonna say, man. We need the bulls to step up, innit, Brev. Bulls need to step up, or this thing is not gonna go well. This ain't gonna go well, man. I'm not seeing a manner in which this will go well. That's the only thing I can say at this present moment. We're in a bit of a unique scenario, and that unique scenario is it's unfolding in front of our eyes at this present moment. So we have to be very, very careful. I mean, we have some longs. By the way, there's another trader has been added on. He's someone that I know, but he doesn't want to be like too involved in the group. But he's sending me a whole bunch of stuff. He actually does it for larger groups as well, and he's sending it to me as a favor because I've known him for years. So he's a very good trader. He's already done 18% a drawdown in one of the calls. Let's see. Right now, technically, we are seeing. I mean, he dropped something into the pro group, which, by the way, it's soon, very, very soon. I'm gonna be dropping. It's still not finished yet. What we're doing. So once that's all done and finished, we will get. I'll drop that in here as well, and for all the people that's going on. If I can get my account back, that would be amazing as well. Right now, people are. We're negative on open interest, and longs are being closed. I mean, shorts are being closed, right? That's why we've had a bit of a rally at this present moment. Now, if we can't get above those key levels, then we're going down. I mean, there's no other way to put it. We're going down. And there would have to be something spectacular to happen for this to recover in the way that I expected. I mean, the other day, what happened on the weekend was the outcome. I missed it. This is the thing. Like it's when you don't have Bloomberg screens and constant news stream. I missed what the U.S. government announced they were doing in Japan. I didn't see it. Because I didn't see it, it started showing its ugly face in cryptocurrency on Sunday. That's the reason why we had what we had, and that's going on. Because all signs pointed to this to rallying, but oh man, did it not like that. Well, let's see what happens at this present moment, and we'll see where things go forward. But as I said, simple. 2.97 break of structure, we rally. If not, this will go down hard. If it rejects off that point and we can't close above that, this thing is going to go down, and it could possibly even test this wick here. I would not be surprised if it doesn't come for this wick here. Right there. To clean that out. Is it like on a larger time? Yeah. It could potentially come to clean that out. Yeah. What are we looking at on total if that's the case? These are all ifs, right? We're talking about a 7% fall. That's going to be... If this doesn't close above it, it's going to be absolutely diabolically bad. Let's see. It still has a chance. They're trying to break above that key level. If it happens, it's great. If it doesn't, then we're in absolute things. Now, Sammy, right? This thing about the metals. I'm not talking about gold, right? Gold is a different thing. Gold is store of value, currency. It doesn't play in the same field as anything else. Right? This is the number one thing that's absorbing most of this instability, loss of value of the dollar, and all that kind of stuff. This gold is absorbing most of that, right? That's why it's hit above 5,000, which is unbelievable, right? The real fear right now, is silver, right? And it's the real fear because of a couple of things. That all the people that are like shouting and being happy about silver being going up and all this kind of stuff are missing something. And they're missing something that will completely wipe out almost all of the gains that they potentially be getting from this, right? Because silver getting up to these levels has a singular problem that it's developing in this market, right? And that singular problem is that it will start to become highly inflationary. Silver is a product. It's not like gold where it's just like a currency and it is what it is. Silver's value and what's going on is part of two key factors that are happening. One is that there is a artificial level shortage that's going on in the world, where the silver is stored and what is needed to cover what type of sales are happening are not where they're supposed to be, and partly because of China cutting off the export conveniently happening at the same time, right? It's not like they kind of know what's going on, right? It's not like they saw the opportunity and took it, right? That is what's partly doing this. Secondly, this stuff is used in everything that you use every single day. The thing that you're watching me on has silver in it. This thing going up is only going to make every electronic thing, including your energy and power and all that kind of stuff, go up in price. You may be gaining from this, or you've made a 30%, right? What is that? If you go to that 70. You made a 50% run, right? Amazing. But this is going to trickle down into the economy and it will affect everything. Silver is not a store of value. And I just want people to understand this fact. This going to 300 to 400 to 500 is a bad thing. It's a bad thing. Why do you think that silver sitting at this sort of range for such a long time, and these spikes that happened due to various issues that are supply issues that happened into the market and then corrected properly, why do you think it's a good thing that it's sitting at where this is? Also ask yourself this: silver has been used throughout technology, throughout the whole span of what we were talking about, right? Last year, the year before that, for the past 40 years, it's been used. In some cases, even more usage than it is now. This is an artificial effect that's going on, and I will say this: the moment you start seeing like meme callers, you start people shouting, saying, "Oh, this is never gonna go down. It's up only." When you see grandmas like lining up to buy silver, I've seen reports of people selling gold to buy silver. Like it's wild at this present moment, all right? And this thing is going to correct. And I know people get angry at me when I say this, right? I know people are saying, "Oh no, this is going up forever," and this and the other. All right? I'm telling you, this is going to correct. And it's going to correct at least 50%. At least 50%. We will get a 50% correction on this. Mark my words. It may then slowly move back up and find another stable level that it will go sideways on. But I'm telling you, this is going to do something on that level. In my humble opinion, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a guy in a sky bunker, all right? I'm just saying this. So when, it's not if, when it happens, I can say there's at least 3 to 4 videos worth of time that I've said that this is going to happen. I'm warning you. I'm not saying sell it. I'm not saying do anything on what I'm talking about. Just saying be vigilant. Don't be this sort of I'm buying it and then I'll sell 20 years down the line. It's not gold. Child looks like it's time to buy. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. That's what you That's why everyone's buying it. That's what's everyone buying it. It's full retail mentality right now. Oh, it's green. Buy it. No. It's full FOMO. We're at ultimate FOMO level. Like, extreme FOMO level at this present moment. But if you want to buy it and you feel like now is the time to do it, because this can go to 200 and you can double your money, right? If you feel that's going to happen, go for it. 100%. Just saying, if it gets to 200, I might not be changing my iPhone next year. That's all I'm going to say to you. Because that will add like $300 to an iPhone. No joke, all right? I just want everyone to understand that. People will start stealing. People will start stealing your cars. I would hide your cars or anything, platinum, everything that has any metal in it. I'm telling you, there's gonna be people without water this summer because they're gonna be stealing the copper from the ground. Like, when there's a problem when that is happening, right? These are not things that are. And I just want to say this as well with silver, right? I just want to say this with silver. It's not like it's okay. Silver is not like gold, right? Where the supply is extremely finite. There isn't a lot of this stuff. I think the last estimate was like Olympic-sized swimming pool amount. Like that's the amount that there is gold in the world. Something on that level. I can't really remember the amount. There's more than enough supply of silver in the world. It's just not in the right places of where it is, and there is an artificial restriction. Okay, I'm done with that. I'm not saying anything more on that side. But at this present moment, that's where we are. That's what's happening. We're seeing some of the alts. Let's see what Solana's doing. Solana. Ooh. I mean, think of it this way, right? If Solana does not, at a minimum, break the 120, I mean, not even that. I mean, let's just be clear here. There, 126.85. Solana doesn't break that. This thing is going down. It's going down. There's a lot for this. I mean, look how heavy that looks. That's all liquidity sitting there. I mean, I know it's on the 15-minute, but that's all liquidity sitting there. All of this is liquidity. All of that is liquidity sitting there. And it's not the nice type of liquidity either. I mean, it's just like that. It's not the nice type of liquidity. That's the kind of ladder type of liquidity, where it slowly ladders up. You know what I mean? I don't like that. And not only that, it's laddering up. It's laddering up to a key area like this. And if that rejects, it's gotta go that. It's gonna do that. I'm just saying, it's gonna do that if it happens. So we might have some more potential move up. Maybe we might have some more up. But at this present moment, everything looks terrible. Like, it looks terrible, man. It looks absolutely terrible. I don't know. We'll see. This could develop into a full V-shaped recovery and then regain 126. If it regains 126, I'm going long. Simple as that. At this present moment, one of the traders in the pro group said is on a short. I think he got in at 122, something like that. 122.5. So around there. That's all right. Yeah, I'm sure it'll come back to that level. I mean, I think it's going to retest the 121 at minimum. At minimum. Or maybe even the 121, yeah. Around the 121, I think it will come and retest that area. We'll see. We'll see what happens on that. If you look at Bitcoin dominance, that actually looks pretty good. It looks. I mean, kind of good. I'm trying to be positive here. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. It's found support in a key area, which means that Bitcoin could rally off this. But bruv, that looks heavy as that looks heavy. That looks so heavy, man. I mean, bruh, you know what I mean? It doesn't. I mean, look, we'll see. We'll see, but it's not. It needs to get a like. We'll see. We'll see what happens with Bitcoin dominance. Because if this is finding, if this can look, basically where we are right this right now, right? Where we're right this. The whole of all of this is full blown doing this silly. Let me move this up, right? It's doing this silly up and down movement, right? It's kind of like ranging in between these two spaces. Problem is this. My problem is this, right? If it's a very I'll look at total 3 in a second. It's a very simplistic way to look at it. It's a very simplistic way to look at it, right? But usually you can kind of understand the direction of what Bitcoin dominance is going to do, or any type of graph is going to do, when you see which side has more attempts to break. No TikTok live, unfortunately. There is an extortion artist after me, so I'm just on the tube at this present moment. Yeah, so we'll see. At this present moment, that's it. So you kind of you can understand which direction it's going by how many attempts it has to break through, right? And at this present moment, it's found support here, so we're going to see some downside. If it can break through, this 59.52, which will probably correspond with this breaking up here, great, right? We just have to watch what this is doing at the moment. But this looks like it's going to go and try and test the 59.94, which will probably cause a pullback. We'll see. We'll see what happens at this present moment. I mean, if you look at the lower time frames, it looks like it's rejecting off that. So it could come, we could have a bit more of a rally, which could possibly test this upper band here again. And it's got to be decision point at that moment, right? We're at this sort of unusual scenario at this present moment. Let's look at USDT dominance. What's USDT dominance is doing? Man, it doesn't look great. I'm laughing, but I'm also sad at the same time. Like, I don't want it to find support here. This going up. Is your bull scenario gone now? I'll say this, right? If total can regain the 2.97, it's full on, right? I'm back to, we're going to 100,000. It's looking. I mean, so you understand this, right? Just so I can be very, very clear. I mean, do we have it on the 2 hour? Have it on the 2 hour, the 4 hour, and the day. No, the day, not the day, but the 4 hour. Yeah. This right here, if you look on total, is a clear break of structure down. Like, super clear. right? It's not even like a jokey type of thing. Clear Baker structure and has not been able to break the previous high. That's it. That's the only thing I can say at this present moment, and the only thing I can act on that is that is what I'm seeing, and that usually means it ain't looking good, brev. It ain't looking good. That's all. That's usually where it is, right? But we could, if you look at Bitcoin dominance, it could cause some of the alts to potentially maybe have a little bit more of a move up, maybe to test this, possibly. But that, I mean, you know, when you chart it out and you sit there and you look at this thing, you go, I mean, we could get a rejection of the 21 day. I'll say this, right? This is our hope zone. Don't get rid of this. Let me get rid of that. This is our hope zone right now, right? Full blown hope. This is our hope zone. We could reject off here. It's a possibility. We could do. It's full blown possibility. I mean, to me, this looks like an SR flip where it's flipped resistance into strength. But let's see what happens. We're fully in the hands of the market makers right now, because the level of uncertainty in the market is wild. It's wild at the moment. We have possible Iran issues, and I love the way I tried to watch a video on TikTok, but always some idiot coming about Harry's mom. I don't know, man. People just, I don't get that. That's a great comment, Redemption. That's hilarious. That makes me laugh. Oh dear. Sorry, there's like, try. One second. Cool. Yeah. So, yeah, I can't get it. TikTok's, there's weird people on TikTok, man. You see people just come in. The last live I did, the guy was like, I unfollowed you. Why am I seeing your live? And he just came to me on my live to say that. And I was like, I don't know. Just flick up. I don't know what you want from me, man. It's just the weird world that we're in. But yeah, right now, look, we've had multiple rejections of this zone, right? So there is a chance that we could rally from here. There really is a chance. Right, it's decision point. We have to see what's going on. If I was to look at this, it looked like we're going down, breath. But who knows what the bulls and the market makers and all that kind of jazz will do. We are in a we're damned if you do and damned if you don't type of scenario right now. No, that's not what I want. What is the stocks doing? Yeah, I mean, look, that's just good in the day. I mean, I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to find a positive here somewhere. I mean, it's on the 2 hour. On the 2 hour, it looks like it looks terrible. But on the 30 minutes, it also looks terrible. Wait, I'm gonna find one. 1 second. I'm trying to find one that looks good. Yeah, the 5 minute looks terrible as well. 1 second. I'm gonna stop looking at that. It makes me sad. All right, let's just see where it is. We'll see what happens. We might get a little pull down towards the 2.92 and then rally from there. There is a possibility. There's good support there, so we'll see what happens. Trying to find some hope. I'm fine. I'm looking hard. I'm looking really I'm looking really hard. They're super hard right now. We'll see. Look, at this present moment, we're in a decision point area. There is every single possibility of a chance that it. I mean, look, we've had some strong buys go here, right? So we could let's do that. That's better. That's where the strong. That's so messy. Let's just do that. Yeah. So we've had some strong. We have really strong support here. So we could see it test the 2.93 and then break through aggressively. That's what she said. Yeah. Right. We can definitely break through heavily. Right. Either that will happen. Right now, I'm here for just the entries. God, that was an amazing entry. I mean, show me entries. I'm only here for entries. God, that's so stupid. Right now, we're in a decision point. There is no proper direction. All I can say is that it's rejected twice from an area of resistance, and it has to break above the 2.97, which is rejected as well. So I would say at absolute minimum, it's gonna need to retrace to a certain level. I mean, has this retraced 50%? We had the 50% retrace on this? Not yet. Of the candle, maybe though. Yeah, of the candle we have, but not the move. We'll see. It's still a high possible chance we could get to 2.9. We'll see what happens. It's right now is wait and see. I would be ultra cautious about doing anything, right? Super cautious about doing anything. Oh my god. Good. Having an agency is such a weird. It's such the type of messages you get. Oh man. All right. So we're probably going to see what happens. Anyway, so what should I look? Is there any tokens that people want me to look at? Alt's going to go to zero. I think some alts will go to zero. There are a lot of pointless alts out there, like truly ridiculously pointless alts out there. So unless you have a strong conviction in a team, and the team is going to be pushing forward and actually developing and doing stuff, Link, please. What the fuck? Link. Let's have a look at Link. What's Link up to? Where's my Link? You know, okay, I don't want to say it. He'll get angry, so and he'll come after me, as everyone bloody does. Here we go. I mean, they're all. You know what's really weird? Will things in the top? Yeah, I think that should be fine. Yeah, those should all be fine, unless something, unless something really bad happens, right? Unless unless there is something huge that goes on, I think we'll be fine. Especially these things, like I think Chainlink will be fine, but it's insane the level of pullback this thing has had. This is a top tier project. It's not like kind of like it's not like kind of okay. It's full top tier. I mean, the fact that I do like this V-shaped recovery. Look, these things usually continue on with growth, but I think we could possibly test the 11.742 or just nuke down. Everything looks so bad. Everything looks so bad. That is cheap. Yeah, it is very cheap. I mean, like, it could get a lot cheaper. I promise you that it could get a lot cheaper. Like a lot cheaper. I'll say this, right? I would say when the proverbial manure hits the fan, I would say, yeah, it could get to like 5.3. I mean, easily get to 5.3. 328. Easily. Very easily can get there if things get very bad. It could go to $8. It could go to $8, possibly. Yeah, there is a possibility. I mean, it could come for this wick here. There is a possibility. There are these things are inefficiency wicks. Not that much. That possibly as well. The 10, the 8. I mean, it'll go down in steps, but I think eventually it will get there. Eventually, it could get there. If the market starts to, it ain't looking good, bruh. That's all I'm gonna say. It ain't looking good. I'm trying. I'm an optimistic person. I'm super optimistic. What happened on Sunday was a joke. I was literally looking at my phone. I was like, what just happened? And I missed it. And it annoys me when I miss these things. I missed it. And everyone missed it. Because it was just so under the radar. No one reported about the government doing what they're doing. I thought it was a war thing. I thought that they were going into to Iran. And to be honest, right? I love how I think the Orange Man is taking his cues from the great state of the Ruski land, right? Because he's like he's like, we're gonna have a talk with negotiating with Iran. We're negotiating. Everything's good. I know I've spent $50 million sending my armada to the sea just down the road from you, right? I know I've done that. I know that I'm sending all my army there, all of them. But this don't it doesn't mean anything. We're talking, right? It has nothing to do with that. Full talk. Nothing. No. Okay. Technically, all the airlines have stopped flights over Dubai. Just saying, and all airspace around it is now closed. But there's nothing happening. We're just talking. Yeah, those are all good signs. Yeah, see, it's rejecting off that point. Let's see. It could here bounce here or at 2 point like or here we could see something on that level happening. God, what are you talking about? You're talking about XRP. Did it hit 10,000? Let me just zoom in a little. Oh man, I'll say this with XRP, right? And I want this to be. I don't want to say anything about XRP. I love XRP. It is my future. All hail XRP, right? XRP is technically my baby mama, right? This is what birthed me into cryptocurrency, and I love this thing more than life itself. There is nothing. I'm just talking like an XRP holder. There is nothing more important than my religion and XRP. These are the two things that are combined. But seriously, this thing could, and I'm not saying it's going to, if it loses the 1.73, it really could go down to the 0.65 cent. It really could. I just want, I don't want to scare people, even though I'm doing a very good job at it. Let's just hope. What's Total 3 doing? It's okay. It's found support. It's a bit of a weak source bounce though. Oh, it's not even a weak source bounce. Oh no, it's okay. It's alright. That's not bad. It's had a good bounce in the right area. It looks so terrible, man. I don't want to say it. It looks absolutely terrible. Yeah. And oh man, I mean, look. Can you please show a possible bottom for Tezos, please? I've gone through all the roller coaster of I still have Tezos, right? I do. That's Tezos, right? Is this Tezos? This is Tezos, right? I still have Tezos. It went up, and I was like, oh my! I found it when it was up. I was like, oh my god, that's amazing! And now it's down, back to where it was. Oh my god! Oh my god! Bruh. What? What is that? Um, I mean, can I ask a question? I mean, look, okay, look. I'll say this. All right, all right, all right. Let me just say this. I'm gonna look for positives here. I feel like having a positive stream. Where are we? Yeah, there. Right. Technically, it's Tezos is big in Formula One. Yeah, I'm sure it is, right? Um, and to be, it used to be like the biggest thing, but now it's like not so much. Um, technically, it's come down, sweep the lows, and now it's back to range. Technically, so if there wasn't, this resistance, I mean, it's on the weekly, so the weekly looks okay. If there wasn't this level of resistance here, and a lot of rejections from that point, I would say that this could potentially rally. It really could potentially rally from here, but like it's like, damn, man, like this is so down. This is like it's fighting for its bottom right now. God, that's what she said. It's man. We've all been there, guys. We're fighting for the bottom, but like, yeah, it is. I mean, look, it's okay, right? These things usually can. If if the market didn't look so absolutely diabolically bad, for me, if it comes down and taps this 0.538, there is a possibility chance of a bounce, and it's happened, right? It's bounced, and it got rejected hard got rejected, right? And that 200-day EMA that's running through here is going to be a hard stop. Just be careful with anything right now. Right now, I would rather look at that. It's holding that level, which is good. That's a good sign, right? I would rather lose a few percentage in entry than do anything right now. Every chart just makes me think what not to bother with alts. I mean, look, there's gonna be a moment, right, where it all depends on your conviction, your time span of what's going on, right? This is what I will say. I'll say. If you have conviction and you look at the key parameters, you look at is it the project having an increase in developers, right? Is the wallet usership, the amount of wallets holding this project growing? Is its TVL growing? Is it making money? Is there all of those things, are the teams still working and building? If you look at all those factors, and there is a even if it's a marginal growth, right, especially in this market environment, that could be potentially a project that you could say, okay, I'll put some in and I'll wait a year and don't look back until it's in a year. Because that's what Solana did. That's what a lot of other projects did, Sui and all the rest of it, right? You just have to see the fundamentals of a project and see and come back when there's liquidity in these projects. But I will say a lot of these ones are just going to disappear. They're like some of the layer 2s that are built on, especially layer 2s on Ethereum. I do not understand how they are still here. You know what I mean? Like they were there to make Ethereum more efficient, faster, and cheaper, but Ethereum is now more efficient, faster, and cheaper. So why would anyone use those? I think those are the ones that are going to go to zero. I see no reason for them. None. So be careful with those type of things. I mean, think it this way. We're getting into a point right now. What's Ethereum up to? What's the ETH junkie up to? I'm just waiting for a moment to enter into Ethereum. That's my main thing. Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Sol as well. Where's my ETH? Where's my ETH? Here we go. Let's move that up. Yeesh, that's a bit messy. Let's just get rid of it. Let's clean this up a bit. Okay. And we're just waiting for a time, look, because ETH's had a clear break of trend. Like, it's absolutely clear break of trend, right? And it is holding a key level of support, right? And I'll say this. No, Quant is pretty good. I like Quant. I wouldn't switch anything for anything right now, in my humble opinion. I'm just waiting for ETH to retest these levels below here. Like around the 1.467. Maybe it could even go lower than that. I'm just waiting for a price of ETH that I will chuck a large, because ETH is one of those projects, in my humble opinion, that I see are like the granddaddy of these projects, and it's going to be used. It's one of those things that it's definitely going to be used when the Optimism Arbitrum. Yeah, oh yeah. I don't see a way that they can survive. What's their point right now? Why would you use Optimism right now? Why? Just use ETH. There's no reason to use it. I don't see a reason to use them. I think that Optimism will go to zero. I would not be surprised if it doesn't go to zero. But yeah, look, ETH is at support, right? So these type of things are relatively good. They're relatively good things because, look, you know, it's at support. It's looking relatively okay. It looks like there's good support there. But again, this thing needs to just like, it needs to, I mean, if we look carefully here, it's still like every chart looks the same. Every chart. If it's not breaking its previous high, this is down. It got rejected once, produced a lower high. So we'll see. Damn, all these alts are absolute garbage. Buying altcoins has been a massive. Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily. It's all a time. It all depends on your time horizon. Because look, all of these coins will eventually at some point do like 40, 50 X's. I'm telling you. It's going to happen at some point. You will see that, especially when you get into an economic environment where there's massive excess levels of liquidity. Just wait until the you know, if Donald Trump is actually still here, does what he does with all the you know, the Fed and liquidity and all that kind of stuff. If all that stuff is injected into the economy, I'm telling you, all these alts are going to do 20, 30, 40, 50x. In my humble opinion, I just been through it. Oh man, around that COVID period, I was just like, what is going on? What is going on? Anything you touch with 20x, honestly. Anything you touch with 20x, literally, it was like a 20x explosion. But let's see what happens. We have to. I would be a wait and see, and until we get confirmation, right? Until we get confirmation, I ain't doing nothing right now. Like, there's a few shorts open in our group. One was closed, which one was a really good one. Joker did a really, really good one. But the rest, you just have to, and there's a few other shorts that are open. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's a bit of a up in the air scenario right now. It's just, this doesn't look good. It doesn't look good right now. Just to be clear, it doesn't look good at all. Who knows? Maybe the market makers will do us a solid. We'll be like, they're like, nah, jokes. The real scenario happens when if it tests this 2884 on ETH. If it tests 28884, and I think tonight Bitcoin will drop hard. We'll see. At this present moment, if I were, it just doesn't look good, right? Things don't look, they don't look good, brev. I mean, like we could come and test the 50% of this candle here. I know it's on the 15%, whatever. But yeah, still, it can happen. Like let's say that I could see that being tested. It just everything looks so bad. Everything looks so bad. I'm trying to find a way to do everything. So it looks so bad right now. But on Bitcoin, 88.8. It has to get above that. It has to. Otherwise, it's going down, brev. I mean, we could. Look, we'll see. There's still a chance this could run. I'm just saying. There is still a chance that it could run. It's not out of the realm of reality that this thing can run, but at this present moment, it looks terrible. Everything looks heavy. Everything. Yeah. Emma made Hardwall on 91. Yeah, I don't even think it's that. I think it's just, yeah, that effect there. To be honest, look, this pump that happened, right, should have continued on. Just so everyone can understand, this is the, I'll do it on total so you guys can see what I'm talking about, right? This rally that happened should have continued. It should have. Because everything that was here that says it should have continued happened. We got to close a market structure close above, right? We had the manipulation, and then we had distribution, right? Like full distribution up, which this should have continued. But man, did they slam the door on 91. Like it was on stream. I was like, I mean, I thought there would be a reaction, but it was like a unbelievable reaction. It was like a smack in the face type of reaction. Now all we need to see is whether the market makers want this to rally, or they want to take some more liquidity from the market, and that there is looking juicy AF. It's not too far away. You know what I'm talking about. It's not too far away. It's a 6% move. It can happen. How much was that? What type of move was that? That was a 5.5. It's possible it could happen. Asking hypothetically, how market would react to a sudden death or a state of head? I mean, Griff says. Initially, not very well. Don't do something silly, bro. It's not worth it. Can you? Hello? Yeah, there we go. It's not worth it. If today won't close above 91, market will recognize it as a low. Yeah, it will do. Don't look at the Bitcoin, although Bitcoin is the largest. Look at total, because total basically ascertains the whole market, right? I mean, Bitcoin is the largest factor. It's like basically looking at Bitcoin and everything else. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen, because it is an absolute sort of, yeah, things don't look great. That's all I'm going to say. At this present moment, we've had a nice deviation back in, and I would say this, right? I would normally long something like this, but it's against my rules at this present moment. We're in a scenario where it's against my rules of what I do to long. And I don't usually long with this type of recovery if the area of support is standing in between two strong EMAs. I would like it to either be above the EMAs or the EMAs being further away, so we can have a bit of a move. We'll see. We'll see what happens. The number is, as I said, 2.97. That's it. Anyway, any other questions? Otherwise, I'm going to head off. I've had a absolutely ridiculous day today. It's been a hard one. People keep saying this. Frontal fundamental dementia or something. You never know. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what frontament. I don't know what frontamental is. Thank you for your time. We'll check the program. Yeah. Have a check on the program. See what's going on at this present moment. But at this where we are right now, is that look, we're at support, and it's in between two key areas. If it breaks down, it's think of a 6% move. In my humble opinion, we're heading to 68K and then 150. I don't know. Look, sometimes I say this as well, and I'll leave you on this note. Sometimes when everything looks like it's going in one direction, it usually goes the other. Because they want you to think that it's doing that. So it's very clear, right? As I said, I'd rather miss a few percentage and be clear at this present moment than not. Because right now, as I said, 2.97, we rally. Or we do, it does a scam, we can test this 200 day and then rejects hard down, right? If you go below, and then we close below this key level that I drew, it's going to go down. And I think it would most probably be, it'll come and test this wick here. It'll try and clean the liquidity from that area there. We'll see. Anyway, look, I'll catch you guys later. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a more of an in-depth market analysis. I'll be going through. I've got some good papers from a few of my banker friends. So I'll go through what they're thinking, what's going on their side. I had to talk with one of them, and they said that this Japan thing could be temporary, which is potentially a good thing, but we'll see what happens, and we'll see what the situation is. All right, so that's where we are. We have the levels that we need to break. If we don't break them, we're going down. If we do break them, a long is in order. We know that there is a Japan issue. On top of that, we have America intervening, so we'll see how that looks. But ultimately, there is this dark cloud that is developing in the whole economic environment, and that is Japan. Keep your eye on that above everything else. Everything else, even if America goes into Iraq, there will be a sharp drop and then recovery. What will not do that is Japan. If Japan starts to in essence, have a meltdown, the whole world is going to have a meltdown in every sense of the word. They are the finances of the world, and gold and silver will get to like $50 million. It'll get to, people will be taking out their gold tooth to sell it. Like it'll get to $50 million per ounce of gold. I'm telling you, it'll take years for the market to recover. I'm being serious. It's that. I mean, if you talk to any investment banker or financial analyst and say, hey, I was like, hey, what do you he's like, hey, what do you think about the Japan crisis? And every single one I talk to go, yeah, it's not good. We're watching it very closely. Like, oh my god. When bankers are saying stuff like that, you want to be like, oh dear. Oh man. But let's see. Okay, look, it's finding support. So this is a potentially good sign. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, guys. Look, appreciate it. You guys are absolutely incredible. Kramer says bearish on silver. Might buy some silver. But more importantly, what is Crypto King saying? Is he saying it's going to pump on? Remember when we were live? Everyone said Crypto King said it was going to pump. He said it was going to pump, and this happened. It's his fault. It's clear now in my mind. Damn, it didn't connect the dots. Crypto Kramer tanked the market. God, maybe we should just join his Telegram group or whatever group he has. It's only $560. It's only $560. It's a bargain. Absolute bargain. All right. Okay, good. Guys, okay, look, let me catch you guys later. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll go through more of an in-depth thing, and we can go from there and see where the markets are sitting. All right. Absolutely appreciate you all being here. I don't know how many people are here, but without TikTok, it's probably not too many. But I appreciate all the YouTube guys who have come, all the likes and the hearts and all the messages and everything else that you've done. You guys are incredible, and if you guys are in the pro group already, you guys are going to be getting some really interesting things. You guys are going to be founding members, and a lot of cool things are coming there. I'm just waiting for a few things to be developed and finished before we get the whole ball moving in a very good way. All right, you guys are incredible. I'll catch you guys later. Peace, affection, love, and all that kind of jazz.